The fluorescent lights of Denver International Airport cast harsh shadows across the departure lounge as Marcus Williams adjusted his daughter's backpack and checked his watch for the third time in 5 minutes. Their flight to Phoenix had been delayed again, something about weather conditions, and 8-year-old Emma was getting restless. Daddy, can we get some candy? Emma asked, tugging at his sleeve with small sticky fingers. Sure, sweetheart. Let's find a shop, Marcus replied, grateful for any distraction. Being a single dad meant learning to roll with the punches, and airport delays were just another curveball life had thrown his way since Sarah passed 2 years ago. As they walked past gate C-47, Marcus noticed her, a young woman, maybe 17 or 18, sitting alone in a wheelchair near the large windows overlooking the tarmac. She had long dark hair that fell like a curtain around her face, and she was staring out at the plains with an expression that seemed equal parts loneliness and resignation. What struck Marcus most wasn't her disability, but the complete absence of anyone around her. No family, no friends, no airline personnel checking on her. Why is she all alone? The question slipped out before Marcus could stop it, though he'd only meant to think it. Emma looked up at him, then followed his gaze. Maybe she's waiting for someone, Daddy. Marcus hesitated. He'd always taught Emma to be kind to others, to notice when people needed help. But approaching strangers, especially in an airport, felt complicated. Still, something about the girl's posture, the way her shoulders curved inward, like she was trying to make herself invisible, tugged at his conscience. Come on, he said to Emma, taking her hand. Let's go say hi. As they approached, the girl looked up, and Marcus saw eyes that were startlingly green but rimmed with unshed tears. She quickly wiped her face and straightened in her chair. Hi there, Marcus said gently. I'm Marcus, and this is my daughter Emma. We couldn't help but notice you sitting here by yourself. Everything okay? The girl glanced around nervously, as if checking to see who might be watching. I'm fine, she said quietly. Just waiting for my flight. Emma, with the fearless social instincts of childhood, stepped closer. I like your shoes, she announced, pointing to the girl's bright purple sneakers. Purple's my second favorite color. Pink is first, but purple is really close. Despite herself, the girl smiled, a real smile that transformed her entire face. Thank you, I'm Sophia. And purple happens to be my favorite color too. Where are you headed? Marcus asked, settling into the seat next to her while Emma plopped down cross-legged on the floor. Immediately comfortable. Los Angeles, Sophia replied. I go to school there. Well, I'm supposed to. Her voice trailed off, and that lost expression returned. Marcus waited, sensing there was more to the story. In his work as a high school guidance counselor, he'd learned that sometimes people just needed someone to listen. My dad was supposed to fly out with me. Sophia continued, her words coming faster now, as if a dam had burst. Richard Coleman, maybe you've heard of him? He runs Coleman Industries. Anyway, he had some emergency board meeting, so he sent his assistant to take me to the airport instead. She just dropped me off at the curb with my ticket and said someone from the airline would help me to my gate. Marcus recognized the name. Coleman Industries was a major tech company, always in the business news. He also recognized the pain in Sophia's voice, the kind that came from repeated disappointments. But no one came? He asked. Sophia shook her head. The airline people were really nice when I checked in. They got me through security in the wheelchair line, and someone helped me to the gate. But then, she gestured around the mostly empty seating area. I've been here for 3 hours. My flight's been delayed twice, and I haven't heard from my dad since yesterday. Emma looked up from the coloring book she'd pulled out of her backpack. That's not very nice of him. When my daddy says he's going to do something, he always does it, right, Daddy? Asterisk Marcus felt his chest tighten. Emma's right, sweetheart. Family should take care of each other. I'm sorry your dad isn't here. Asterisk, he's busy, Sophia said automatically, but without conviction. He's always busy. The company is really important, and there are a lot of people depending on him. Asterisk, what about you? Marcus asked, who's depending on you? Who takes care of you? Asterisk, the question seemed to catch Sophia off guard. She blinked several times, and Marcus could see her struggling with an answer. Asterisk, I take care of myself mostly. There are nurses at school and housekeepers at home. Dad travels a lot for work. She paused, then added quietly, I've been in this share since I was 12 car accident. Dad says I'm very independent for someone with my ... condition. Asterisk Marcus felt a familiar anger rising, the same protective instinct that flared whenever he saw a child being neglected or undervalued. But he kept his voice calm. Independence is important, but so is knowing that people care about you, that you matter to someone. Asterisk, I matter to the company shareholders, Sophia said with bitter humor that was far too mature for her age. Asterisk Emma suddenly stood up and walked over to Sophia's chair. Without asking permission, she climbed up onto her lap, settling in like she belonged there. You matter to me, she announced, and to my daddy. We think you're really nice. Asterisk Sophia's composure finally cracked. Tears spilled down her cheeks as she wrapped her arms around Emma, holding her tight. Thank you, she whispered. Asterisk Marcus checked his watch again. Their flight would board soon, but he couldn't just walk away. Sophia, what time is your flight? Asterisk, it was supposed to leave an hour ago, but they keep pushing it back. Now they're saying maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Asterisk. And your father? Asterisk, still in meetings, I guess. His assistant said she'd call when she knew more about the schedule. Asterisk Marcus made a decision that would have seemed crazy to him just an hour earlier. Why don't you come with us? Emma and I are flying to Phoenix. My parents live there, and we're visiting for the weekend. You could stay at their house tonight, and we can figure out your LA flight tomorrow. Asterisk Sophia stared at him in shock. I couldn't. You don't even know me. Asterisk, sometimes that doesn't matter, Marcus said simply. Sometimes you just know when something is right. Asterisk, please come. Emma added, bouncing slightly in Sophia's lap. Grandma makes the best pancakes, and Grandpa tells really funny jokes. And they have a pool. I should call my dad, Sophia said uncertainly. Of course, but Sophia? Marcus waited until she met his eyes. You shouldn't have to sit alone in airports. You shouldn't have to take care of everything by yourself. You're 17 years old, and you deserve to have people who put you first sometimes. Asterisk an hour later, as their plane taxied down the runway, Marcus watched Sophia and Emma in the seats. Across the aisle, heads bent together over Emma's tablet, giggling at some cartoon. Sophia looked younger somehow, more relaxed than she had in the terminal. Asterisk, his phone buzzed with a text from his mother. Asterisk, can't wait to meet Emma's new friend. I'm making extra pancakes. Asterisk Marcus smiled and looked out the window at the clouds below. Sometimes life surprised you. Sometimes a delayed flight and a simple question, why is she all alone, could change everything. He thought about Richard Coleman, probably still in his boardroom, making decisions that affected thousands of employees and millions of dollars. Asterisk. But he was missing the most important thing of all, his daughter's laughter. Her friendship with a kind little girl. Her smile when someone simply chose to care. Asterisk, some things, Marcus reflected, were worth more than all the corporate success in the world. And sometimes, it took a stranger to show you what family really meant.